Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the start corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. And I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go with a direct snap. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Direct snap. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. He's got it. Touchdown.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Offense gets set for second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense set on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mosley. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here. Not good.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Second down coming up. Motion from the offense. They're setting up the screen. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got the tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Off the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The give to the back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Snagged on the outside, it's Matthews. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback out there. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds the tight end. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That's a live ball. And the defense jumps. Final play of the quarter coming. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Red pass, it's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. There's a live football. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Going up top on 1st down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense. These littler guys that are so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Wide out in motion. Back to the air one more time. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot and zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Allen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Wide receiver shows motion. Gets it out quickly. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Allen. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Working the middle, it's complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's right on target. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. On second down, looking again to throw. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Allen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. Finally pulled Fourth down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Snagged in the middle, H. Matthews. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Caught near the sideline, it's Allen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And just understanding where you're out of the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Makes the grab down the middle. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Ypsilanti. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And just like that, let's send it back to the guys inside the factory.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Trying to set the tone with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Bannister. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. A little screen to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They'll go to the counter. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The quick out. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the punt team.
On to punt it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Mosley. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And here comes the offense on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're going to throw it again. Looking for a big gain. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Firing deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that they tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Mosley. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Matthews. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down mark. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Makes a man miss. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
When the football is thrown accurately, where I can catch it and be a runner after the catch, it makes all the difference in the world. I can keep that speed up. Now I can break tackles like you see here and go make big plays for my offense.
And on 2nd down for this offense. Off the boot, looking for his man. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double it. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
They go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. They get him down after he makes the catch.
My old coach said, "Don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain."
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Oh, look out. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Makes a grab over the middle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Fast motion from the offense. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense piece. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. The give on the inside. Fights off a defender. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. He'll keep it himself. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, the inside give. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try to pop the draw. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
They'll try to run for it. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more first downs. They just got 2 first downs. A couple more first downs, run the clock with the lead. Great recipe for getting the win.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Swings it out to his running back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Matthews. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Matthews. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, you would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Line gets set, first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Looking to throw on second down. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it down the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they spike it to stop the clock.
Incomplete. It's second down.
All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw on second down. Going downfield for the big play. Complete downfield. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to pass. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books.